I'm Diana Acosta, and I graduated from Temple High School, class of 2008. I participated in the LDZ program the summer of 2007, and I'm headed off to the University of Pennsylvania.
Almost spiritual, you said.
I can remember saying that it was about not discovering who you are or not, but fitting into it. Fitting into who maybe you've all along known you were meant to be. And to me, I've gone to church since 6th grade, to a Baptist church, and to me it's very important, my walk with Christ, and my religious beliefs are very important to me. Mm-hmm. And it's a sense of belonging, and that is, in a sense, what I felt when I went to LDZ, and at the end of the week, like, I've made it. That's how I feel with my religious beliefs. Like, I've made it. This is where I belong. This fits.
How did that Latino environment fit you?
I think it's still home. It still calls to me. My heart is still. I know. My heart is Latino. My heart is. Sorry. It calls home.
What was the most difficult thing that you found yourself having to do during the LDZ?
Probably run against somebody for the lieutenant governor position.
Do you remember who you ran against?
Oh, I remember what she looks like, and I don't remember her name. And I can remember that whole morning. I would look at her. We were in different political parties, of course, and I would look at her, and I was just frantically working on my speech, and I had a friend, and Fernando, and I would just read it out to him, and he would time me because it was timed, and it was too long, so then we'd work on it, and we'd try to cut more out. And I would look at her, and she just looked so relaxed, and I said, she's going to kill me. She has it under control, and I don't.
What brought you to that determination? I'm curious. That she was going to win.
Oh, she looked relaxed. She didn't look frantic like I felt.
She looked more confident.
She looked confident.
Okay.
And I was frantically working on my speech. And
so did you think that winning was going to be driven by the words you used?
I thought that the words I used were going to have an impact on whether I won or not.
One of the things that we walked away with is that you were quite reflective, which is an amazing quality of a young person your age. Most young people are not as reflective as you are.
Well, something that was hammered into us, and the whole week, was to look at not at the deficits, but the assets of the community. And that is something that I think we all had a hard time at the beginning, and I still do. Because 7 days is not enough to.
Is it hard to do that?
Oh, yes.
Is it hard to take a look at a community that lacks a lot and see it as an asset?
Yes, I would think so.
Especially is it easier to define it as a deficit?
We have been for so long defining it as a deficit that when in 7 days you walk into a room and they tell you, no, that's wrong. Look at the assets, you are at loss because you've never done that before in your life. Okay. And so it's very hard, to this day, even after going through the LDZ program, to say, no, there's the good here, and look at the good, and define it through the good.
Well, what's the opportunity?
Right. And so I've learned to, if not completely see all the assets in our community, at least to try to examine them and explore them.
Okay. Give me the second thing you walked away.
Second thing. I think the people from LDZ, I don't know if that's, to me it was very important. I still keep in contact with them, and the people, they were just so great. And I can remember, I would sit at a lunch table where I usually wouldn't sit one day, and I don't remember their names. I spoke to them that one time only. And a girl was saying how one of the girls was saying, well, I just feel like I've known you for a lot longer than the few days that I've known you. And I can remember somebody else saying, it's because because we were meant to know each other, we were meant to be here. And to this day, I haven't seen some of these people since that last summer. And I can still talk to them, I can call them up.
You feel like you could just take off where you left?
Yes, it's like no time passed. Right. So the people there have been very important to me. I think I wouldn't be so scared. If I know now what I knew then, I wouldn't be the first day, I wouldn't hide and not go. The first day that I was there, I went up to the mic once. Okay. And that was once because they told us that we had to.
We shook hands.
Excuse me?
After you and I shook hands.
Yes, right. Right. I only went up to the mic because I had to. I think that I would take maybe more risks.
Okay.
in doing that and not being so afraid of being in trouble or getting in trouble, so hiding behind somebody else. Es una experiencia importante porque te permite hacer algo que usualmente no serías en tu escuela. Te permite hacer cosas que tú vas esa semana y no piensas que vas a hacer lo que acabas haciendo. Te permite hacer lo que tú quieras y conocer a esta gente nueva y convivir con ellos y hacer nuevos amigos que van a ser buenos amigos por mucho tiempo, y para siempre vas a tener esa experiencia, para siempre va a ser tuya. Y nadie te la puede quitar, y nadie te puede quitar las lecciones que vas a aprender, que las lecciones para cada persona son diferentes, para cada persona son personales. Los apoyen con las ideas que vienen, con las ideas que sus hijos regresen, que apoyen esas ideas, que no nada más digan, oh, sí, está bien, qué bonito que aprendiste eso, pero que hagan algo, que si el niño quiere entrar a programas en su área local, hispanas o latinas, que los lleven a los programas, y que siempre los apoyen, no nada más en eso, pero también en la escuela. Es muy importante que los apoyen en la escuela, porque aquí a veces en la escuela tenemos buenos maestros o buenos programas, pero lo que más importa es cuando vas a la casa, que le dices a tu mamá, mira lo que hice hoy, o mira lo que va a estar en la escuela, y sentir el apoyo de tu mamá y sentir el apoyo de tu papá. Sin ese apoyo no se puede superar uno bien en la escuela.